everyone, you're watching Jana FX. In this video, I'm going to make technical analysis for the coming week. I will share with you my possible entry points and the view on the market, okay? This week we had another profitable week. I was sending a lot of screenshots through my Telegram with entries. All major pairs were with profits, and I only had a couple of crosses, which I don't usually trade very often, and they had losses, but then they were recovered with our recovery system, and all other entries with crosses also closed with really good profits. So you can check it out by yourself. Of course, it is a free Telegram channel, which is Jana FX, and all the links you can find in the description under this video. Also, I was using EA, which I was placing the orders with it, which is Jana FX, JFX Line Trader Pro, and it was taking care of all the trades. You saw I have so many pairs I was using, and I didn't have to watch them. EA was doing everything for me, taking half positions. You know how I do the trades. When you see the screenshots, you see the levels which I place with the EA, and you have all the settings already in the EA. You can change the settings. So usually, so if you don't trade with EA, you do it manually. So how I place the orders? I place them 20 pips above and below the levels you see on the screen, the buy stop and sell stop. And I'm placing like take first profit of 10 pips. I'm closing half positions. So EA does it for me, and the rest of it runs by trailing stop, and the original stop is placed in the break even, and with just a little bit of the profit. So that's how it works, guys. So when you do it manually, you can do it, of course, but it's not convenient. You see, when you do it through the EA, it's already done. It's already in there. So yeah, it was really nice another week, and I'm going to try to continue, of course, giving my screenshots through the channel, and let's see how this week will go, because I already have entry points right now, so I'm going to share it with you guys. So we're starting with Eurodollar as usual, so of course don't forget, check out the calendar. There will be some news, economical news this week. We are following still COVID news, and of course following what is happening with new president now, right, Biden in the US. So all of this we are closely watching right now. So what happened with Eurodollar, guys? So look at this. A lot of, you see, when I'm looking at the market, I have possible view of thinking where it's going to go up or down. But we see with my strategy, it really doesn't matter, and you can see it for yourself. I don't really care where the market moves, as long as it moves. And you see, when I place in my orders, right, it moves either direction. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I think it's going to go that way, but I don't care. I place the orders and that's it. I'm like walking away and let the EA do it for me. So Eurodollar, I was expecting the possible continue the way down to the level 120, because I thought with this week inauguration, President Biden, the dollar should have get a bit stronger. Well, I was wrong. Okay, so it's actually happened the other way around. Dollar got weaker, and I'm still kind of a bit surprised. Yeah, why? Because he's promising, in the first 100 days to get like vaccination of most population, I presume. So which should help economy. He's giving the money to help economies to recover, helping the families, America, which means from one side, yes, I understand a lot of money going to be put in, which devalues the dollar. But at the same time, if there will be more vaccinations, that means will be less infections, and people will start to get back to work, and so economy should start to pick up again, right? So that's why I thought the market would think in seeing it this way, but maybe it's a little bit too early. Okay, so yes. And another thing you see with Eurodollar, when we looked at the bigger time frame, remember I warned that yes, it looks like shoulder and a head, but the head was too thin, and I was saying if it will start to fall, it's not very symmetrical, right? When you're looking at the technical analysis, usually the tops should be a little bit more massive. So it needs to be, it might be another double top, or maybe it will have a bit of consolidation like it was here. That's what usually, when it's like too thin, if something happens and market can jump up and down, yes, or the other way around. But usually if it's just a okay situation, the head would be a bit bigger. So that's why I wasn't surprised. It happened this way, but I mean, I was still more towards a downtrend. So that's why, okay, this right now, we had a possible entry point here, which I was saying in the screenshot. You see it's moved up, so we had a bit of a profit on this movement. So now it stopped not in a very convenient, let's say, level, and that could be a possible entry point. I don't like it too much because we had a little bit, you see from here, it jumped up a little bit up, so that's why I think it might jump again a little bit and then turn around, who knows. At this moment, it's a little bit like a side, right? So if it's going to be, on the other hand, move up, creating this double top, so that's why there's possible entry point. But like if I will have the other pairs better entry points, then maybe I will not place for Eurodollar, because I had my orders I sent, but they were not triggered when we had news for ECB, right? So that's why, yeah, okay, maybe it will be slow again for Eurodollar, who knows. Of course, for the better entries again, I would rather to see it again in the same area, 121, roughly that level, or for it to go a little bit higher, for example, to the next level. But I don't know, maybe we will take a chance, we'll see. If, let's say, Monday opens quietly and it consolidates around here nicely, then I'll probably look for the placing orders here. So if it will start to move, then we will see if it's going to be stopped by one or another level, and I will be looking for the next possible entry points. So that's pretty much it, guys. My thoughts on Eurodollar. Pound dollar is also still surprises me. It's getting stronger. I understand from one hand, like I was telling you before the Brexit, I saw pound going up stronger with the Brexit deal. With no deal, go down, right? So that's exactly what's happening right now. Pound actually going up. And also Bank of England, they said they were not looking into negative interest rates. So possibly that helps. And also England started to have vaccinations much faster and earlier than anybody else in Europe, for example, or in America. And so that's why it gives the strength of pound. I understand. It's probably that's what it does. But on the other hand, I thought there are more cases in UK compared to like Europe, and floods in the UK, and some economical numbers this week were not very good. So that's why I thought, that's why I was expecting pound actually to go down. So you see, it's like 50-50 once again. And but at this moment, looks like still market concentrates on COVID numbers, right? So that's why, yes, okay, it didn't continue the way down just as I was hoping it would, right here, right? Remember I told you, but I actually warned you guys when it stopped here first, and I told you that it might be stopped by this level. So you see, it's actually broke it a little bit and then turned around. So that was one of my concern, which I told you. So, okay, at this moment now, let's go for possible entry points. You see what I would say, it looks, it's still wants to go up, and it might continue the way up, right? Who knows? I don't care, to be honest, at this moment. What my thoughts are now, you see it went up, and it creates looking like head and shoulders, right? So from one hand, it shows if it will not break 137 possibly, it will go as head and shoulders and continue the way down. Who knows, maybe finally reach 135 and even maybe lower, as I was telling you in the previous video. I'm not going to talk about why. We will see, because at this moment we are sitting here, and on the other hand, this could be a possible wedge, right? So it's not triangle, but more like a wedge, and so it might break out and actually run high. So, and that's what we have at this moment. So where is my possible entry points now? I'm going to tell you guys in this area. I think on Monday it's not going to make big moves. Let's see with opening of the market if there will be any gaps or anything else. I mean, it might pick up and continue, who knows, still continue up or maybe go down, but there will be news on Tuesday. So I quite think that possible the market will wait until Tuesday and concentrate. Maybe we'll start to consolidate here, or maybe it will go up here, touch it, and then go down. That's why I'm showing it is a wedge, possible wedge, okay? That's why if it will go into this area and consolidate, I probably still wouldn't go before the news for any entry point, but let's see. If it will consolidate here, I will be placing my orders in here, right? Again, buy pending orders and sell, because like I'm saying, the situation right now, it can go any direction. And exactly the same, it will go down to this level, exactly the same, it will consolidate, I'll place orders both directions. That's it, pretty much easy. And if it will start to sit in the middle, which I don't think it will do, so I think it will be closer to one or another level. So that's where I will be looking for possible entry points. And of course, if it will jump up, maybe it will stop somewhere here for a little bit break and then continue, resume to rise. I think it should easily go to next 138. So we will see, that would be next field. And if, of course, if it will go down, let's see how strong the move will be and where it's going to be stopping. And then we will follow what's the news, because you see quite pretty much looking like every time it drops, it's straight away a lot of buys gets into the field. That's why let's see if it will be stopping at next levels and what kind of news. I'm probably still going to place orders both directions, so we will see. But maybe from America there will be some news exciting, who knows, because I still feel that US should be, American dollar should be stronger, should pick up, because if Biden's promises are going to be accepted, I presume it should be still voted by Republicans. I'm not sure exactly how it works. I don't follow political really things, how they're going on, but I presume if it's true and a lot of people will be vaccinated as he promised first 100 days, and if they will be like reporting a lot of people vaccinated every day, a lot and looks like it is going to be a good, I think, unless COVID cases and with better economical numbers, because there will be a FOMC, I think, this week. Maybe nothing would be from that, but I think some economical news, and I think that should show that dollar should start to get a bit stronger. That's my view. That's how I feel it. But I think pound and dollar compared to European euro, pound and dollar are going to be more uh, competitive to each other. Is that correct word? Because like I'm saying, also in the UK, they started the vaccination quite early, and so that's why maybe in here it could be a bit of battlefield. So it might go, but not go up, but not too high again, go down, but not too low, as we're expecting some of the numbers, and we'll see. So, but this would be my first entry point here, like, taking small, place the pending order, placing the trailing stops, move the stop into safe position, and then you are going to be okay. Okay, not look for a possible target. Oh yes, it's definitely going to be to 138 or 140. It's definitely going to go to 35. No, just step by step, protecting your account. Depends, like I'm saying, it all depends how big your account is. Okay, dollar Canadian. Also, let's do 4-hour chart, so let's see where the week was. We were here, right? Yes, you see, guys, like I said, I was expecting dollar going up, but okay, it went up in the exactly same area where I showed you guys. I told you this would be a strong level, and I saw this can go here and consolidate, and then from here it could go up or continue up or go down. It didn't consolidate. You see, it's actually touched, but it jumped exactly into place. It touched the level, and then it fell down. So, then it was actually quite nice area here. Another possible entry point where it jumped up again. And, the oil also got down a bit, and Canadian also had a bit better news. No, not better news. The Canadian, I actually don't remember, but okay, anyway, the oil get lower. Okay, so, and I think that's helped a bit. I think Canadian actually had also some not really good news. I'm not sure, but anyway. So where was my possible other entry point? Again, guys, you see on the bigger time frame, if you look at it, it's a little bit like an flat area with a little bit of the downtrend, right? So we're still in the downtrend channel, and that's why it's like technically on the bigger picture, it looks like it's kind of still in it, going down. So let's see my next possible entry point. If it will jump again into this area, this time you see it was under the level. Let's see if it will jump above the level and start to sit around here. I will be placing again orders possible both directions, okay? And on the other hand, if it will stay underneath that level and maybe get a little bit narrow, that would be a bit better area. Then I would be looking placing orders here. So of course, if it will fall, then we will see again this level. So what to do next? So that's pretty much. And of course, if it will continue up, then we will see where it's going to stop in the middle somewhere or wherever. So anywhere in this area. So like next Doula Yen is also, I'm showing you right now a bigger time frame. It's still in the downtrend channel. It didn't have much of the movements this week, just a little bit. You see it sits here, but you see on a daily time frame, it does look like a little bit of a bullish flag to me. You see a little bit technically looking like a bullish flag. And on a smaller time frame, I also had a little bit of the entry point here. We had a very small profit, like I told you, moving the stop into a break even, and then you see move down and move back in again. So it does look like a little bit, right? That a little bit channel or possible bullish flag. So right now it could be again the same possible entry point, which yes, could be very slow, but I mean, this time it might actually finally break and go to this area. That will be the next possible entry point. And if it's going not fall, then of course it's the same area level. Let's say this level slightly higher, slightly lower, then I will be looking for the next possible entry point. That's pretty much it, guys. With dollar yen, Australian dollar the same, a little bit down uh, trend, but at the same time looks like a bit flat, had a bit of looking like triangle, now also looking like going into a bit of the channel, which looks like also again a bit bigger, maybe triangle, or maybe it will end up a bullish flag. Okay, so and looking at possible entry points in here, maybe you see, like I'm saying, I saw crosses had really nice entry points last week with like euro crosses with news. We had really good places there to put the orders. Here, yes, this looks like a not bad area, but it's not too far. You see, to one level, it's only about 40 pips and about the same. If it will go down, plus minus also 40. That's why you see, I think it's a little bit too close, especially if it's a bigger spread or the price can slip. I might not get even 10 pips. So that's why, for example, for Australian dollar, the better position would be back into this area, somewhere narrower, right? And then place the orders, both directions. And if it will go down, maybe back in the same level, and also again placing the orders, because then it can go down, would be not bad distance, or go back up again, quite good distance. So that's how I see Australian dollar. Euro pound, not sure if I will be placing orders. You see, we stopped here. I told you it does look like it's a big drop and needs to go up. But you see, pound against euro, I think, is a little bit stronger, better position than euro, because on with this vaccination, with this side. But at the same time, euro, well, has a little bit less active cases, and but they don't have vaccination as fast as England, and that's why he is like 50-50. It could be both directions, but I would think it's a little bit more can go into the flat area. That's why I wasn't sure here was a really nice possible entry point, but I didn't want to place the orders because I didn't think it will have a good move. Because of this, you see, it's like some positivity, negativity on both pound and euro. That's why here, yes, technically looking it quite possible, it will maybe give a bit of a shoulder again, maybe consolidate here, maybe go down a little bit, and then start to go back up again. So yes, technically I could see it, but I don't think I will be looking into placing the orders, because like I'm saying, it might go into a little bit side if there is nothing will be on the market, no good news for euro, or I don't know. So we will see. I mean, if it will break that level and go further, it could be a really strong move. But like I'm saying, it's a little bit like pluses and minuses for both of them, and we need like something like really strong, something stronger, better for one or another. But I don't see it at this moment. So maybe there are some news. For example, you see like maybe pound news will be not very good, and of course you can see if pound dollar will start to, like, for example, drop, then euro will start to be stronger. So I think now it would be quite a close watch on economy. So that's why quite possible, like I'm saying, maybe it will sit a little bit, consolidate. I mean, yes, it would be possible entry point just to place buy, pending order here, but you see it's quite close, about 50 pips. It might stop a little bit if you decide it's not very strong news or something. But I mean, it's a good technically, like reaching to this level is a nice 100 pips. It could be, but yeah, but that's my view. Okay, so that possible here consolidation, and then technically it should really go up, and if not breaking this level, so just see for any consolidations, we will see. But I'll just leave this pair for me. Pound yen got in a bit better position, as I see. It's right at the tops again inside this channel. I mean, technically, once again, you see it looks like it should started to go down, and here it started to go down. Remember with last week, but didn't continue too far and turned around. And once again this week, it looks like again it's right at the top, looks like a double top, and should really start to turn around. It's just technically this is what it looks like, right? But never say never. You don't know if that's going to happen, or pound decided to continue its rally. So that's why I have this entry in here. I will be placing buy pending orders from that level and sell pending orders from that level, because even if I'll get in a bad trade, with the recovery, it should get out because it's right at the top. And so it's either going to have really good move up or really good move down. Okay, so it's not somewhere in the middle, but right here you see already started to sit in exactly the same area and has a good distance, let's say, to go to the next stop, 15 possibly more. And of course to go down is also, you see how it's narrowing here, right? It's going and going and going and more, and of course at some point it should really, even if it will go down to this one, still have enough and possibly maybe get to lower if it will do so. So that's why here is my first possible entry point. Of course, if it's decided it's not getting anything out of the revenues, it might stuck in here for no, for who knows, for the next something, right? With yen was some not very good news for yen, and that's why pound also gets strength here. And who knows next week what could be with yen, right? Some kind of news. So it's not that I'm saying it might just continue the way up. It still has room. I mean, here, even though here it's already touched the level and started to go down, and here it might go and touch it again, or maybe it will start to break out from it. Who knows, right? So that's my view. Gold also, let's go on a bigger time frame. Okay, you see guys, with gold, I also still see it going down, okay, but this week I still decided to go for correction. You see, it's created a possible bearish flag. You see, it looks like a bearish flag. And here I told you, right in the same area, I told you that I see this should probably break this time, and it did. Look at this candle in a week. It was a fast move. I mean, yeah, very chaotic moves on gold this week. It's broke just as I expected, except I didn't expect it would be like this. I thought it would be nice move, then a little bit slowing down and then turn around. No, look, it jumped nearly to the area where I was expecting and jumped back up. So that's one thing. It gives me an idea. It will come back at some time and then fill in this week. But we see it's jumped back up and didn't break this area again, very strong area, and fall again. So now I'm expecting possible it might go again. Yeah, who knows? It might go again. Maybe will not break. Maybe will break a little bit. You know, that level could be moved. I moved it last week. I showed you where I could move it. I'm not going to do it right now because we will see. At this moment we're still here, and we might just sit in here and actually continue the way down, because it does look like a down flag, the bearish. So that will be my view. So what I'm going to place the orders. Once again, you see, I noticed that gold moves at night. You see, this last time it's opened and fell, and you see the moving again at like night, Asian session. So that's why I probably, with opening of the market, I would wait and see if there will be no gap. And when it finishes with the big spreads, because after the market opens, you know, big spreads, the spread is very wide. And I'll wait when it comes down, and I will place my orders. To wait for the Asian session or on Monday. So it might have the moves. But remember, I told you again, guys, money management, okay? I have a big account. One of the accounts is very big, and that's why I don't care if it might stuck in here, and I can have few attempts to recover it. But yeah, but we've been here a few times. You see here, I have been placing my orders. I have been trading gold, and that's why I see this as another possible entry point. So of course, if it will go down, let's see if it will stop at the same area, or if it will go up in this area, and it will be my next possible entry point. Okay. So, but yes, I'm going to place both directions, because like I'm saying, it might go back up or might continue the way down. And if it will continue the way down, we will see where exactly at which levels it's going to stop. Of course, I can say wherever it's going to stop and consolidate will give us another, like, I don't know, maybe another little bearish flag. I would rather to see placing the orders for sale. But you see, the gold is like, does this jumps ups and downs. I wouldn't be at this moment 99% sure that, yes, it will continue the way down, like slowly, and I would be only placing the sell orders because I think gold is following also what's happening in America with those stimulus, and who knows, anything can change the mind. But I'm still would be more looking towards down. But if it will go up, of course we will see. Wherever it's going to have slowing, I will be placing my orders. You saw my screenshots once again, and you can see them again. If I will be able, I will be sending them. Okay, now let's go to oil quickly, which I don't trade right now. I'm just staying away because, like I'm saying, I still was more towards the oil should go down. And it's created double top. Remember, I told you I wouldn't be so sure, and it was correct. You see, it started to slow down here, jumped up again created like a double top and fell. And now what? So on the smaller time frames, you see, guys, if I would be trading it, for example, if I would decide to go for it, but I don't know why would you decide to go for it, because there are other players giving good entry points better. Here, see, when it started to consolidate, then possible consolidation, which that's what I'm telling you. If you want to trade, look for consolidation. So that would be consolidation, possible entry point. Went up again, look, this is nice consolidation, another possible entry point. Now it went down, nothing. So at this moment, nothing. I would rather wait here for it to, for example, go back up in, for example, this area, and then maybe for consolidation it will go down. So you see on the bigger time frame, it looks like it's creating a possible double top. Yes, so that means it can break this area and fall, who knows how far. And at the same time, it looks like a bullish flag again, right? So from here, it might go back up, consolidate here and started to pick up, or fall again down, which I would be more towards it will go down, because there is still no progress with the traveling situation. Okay, so I still see it's going down. So you see, for example, I would have still wait for it to go down to one or another level, and then we'll be looking for placing pending orders for buy. Every consolidation only for buy. After it will get, let's say, 50 or even further down, I would rather to see it further down to try to go into the buys. So, but at this moment, while it's here, there are opportunities, buys and sells, but go for small, not for big targets. That, like, I wouldn't go for bigger targets personally. So that's kind of my view, how I see it. That's it, guys. So I wish you all happy trading, and see you in my next video. Bye.